up, y'all? It's young Rick with Westside Level, and we're back at it today. So, just to review, the last thing we did was our mixed bus compression. So, I want to follow it up with some mixed bus saturation. And let's start off by addressing why I'm doing the saturation after the compression rather than before compression, because there's different approaches to it. Now, before I explain my method, I will admit that saturation does treat dynamics very well, so it is a very good approach to start with saturation before compression. But the reason I compress before the dynamics is because I like I want to tame the dynamics first. That way, I have a block of sound to add saturation to, rather than saturate my mix bus and then follow it up with a compressor. So it's just different approaches, but that's my psychology behind it. Now, second thing that needs to be addressed with this is this is not a kick drum, this is not a drum bus, this is the whole mix bus. So this material is going to be a lot more complex than before, meaning that we can't drive it as much. If we saturate the mix bus, the harmonics will get way out of hand and it'll become unmusical, and I'll demonstrate that. But let's start off by going ahead and starting with our first knob, which is going to be our drive knob. So I'm going to play the mix regular, and then I'm just going to start bringing the drive up. Let's go ahead and do that. Everything I just did, and before we actually do that, I want to take note. I'm going to go ahead and bypass our saturator, which is our Elysia Karacter. But I'm going to go ahead and take note of the level of our mix. So let's go ahead and fix our attention on the meter and see where the level of our mix is sitting at. Alright, so we can see that the mix is sitting around 12 dB. So with that in mind, that's going to be what we gain stage our saturation to after we run our mix through this unit. So let's go ahead and engage the unit, and let's start moving up our drive knob. All right, and so like how I was explaining before and how I wanted to demonstrate, you'll notice that when I drove our character past 3, the harmonics really started to break up. That's one, because this particular unit adds saturation like crazy once you get past 3, but also because, again, like how I was saying, we're dealing with the whole mix, so we have to be a lot more subtle with our saturation. So I went ahead and dialed it back to we drove it at around 2. So the next knob I want to go ahead and pay attention to is this color knob. Now, a lot of people when they see a color knob or a tone knob on a saturator, they think it's an EQ. That's not what this knob is. This knob actually changes the harmonics in the unit. So if you turn it more to the right, it'll give you more tube sounding harmonics, where if you turn it more to the left, it'll give you a more warmer sounding, a more how can I say, a powerful low end sounding type of sound. So we're going to go ahead and play with this color knob and see if we can get a sound that we like. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, so after some careful listening, I went ahead and chose to put our colors more to the right side and give it more of that tube sound. And the reason why I chose that is because I noticed what it was doing to our synths and our melodies, and I just liked the tone that it gave our melodies. Now, when I drove it over to the warmer side, I did like what it was doing to the kick drum. It gave the kick drum a little bit more weight, but this is where I had to make a choice as a mixer, and I chose to accentuate those melodies. I like the tone that the color was given to the melodies over the weight that the saturator was given to the drums. So I chose I chose the tube type saturation by putting our color more so to the right side. Now that we got all of our saturation dialed in, let's go ahead and gain stage it back. Remember, our goal is around 12 dB. And as you can see, I didn't even have to touch the gain knob. It looks like we're already around that 12 dB area. So the last thing we're going to go ahead and do, now that we got everything set, we got our saturation in there, is I'm going to go ahead and do a bypass, and we're going to see if this unit actually gave a real good tone to our mix or if it didn't. So let's go ahead and get a before and after. This is before our mix. This is before our mix bus saturation. This is after our mix bus saturation. All right, now I'm gonna jump in and out so you could just hear a little before and after. Remember, these are sitting at the same level, so just listen to the tone. So as far as what I'm hearing with this is it's giving our synths in the higher end in the mid range of our mix, it's just opening up the mid range of our mix so much more, and it is giving a little bit of, you know, character to our kick drum and a little bit of the low mids too. So we're kind of winning with that trade. That's the tutorial for today. Y'all niggas be smooth. It's Westside level. Go ahead and give me a like, a subscribe. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. I'm Rick. Gone.